تحية لك ولجميع المشاهدين.
I'd like to welcome you and all of your audience. I think the phone call between the US President Joe Biden and the head of the Israeli government, Benjamin Netanyahu, 2 days ago stressed on the Israeli response to Iran. There was a confirmation and a warning by Biden that the nuclear establishments or the oil establishments in Iran shouldn't be targeted because, of course, this will drag the United States of America to be involved in this war because it has great interests with Iran in Middle East, especially when it comes to the nuclear file, in addition to other interests in relation to the division of the region with Iran. In addition, the United States does not want the expansion of the confrontation between Israel and the arms and ends eventually to a great confrontation between Iran and Israel that would lead into a third world war, which will not achieve gains either for Washington or Tehran. Hence, there is an implicit agreement over the past 11 months or the past year of the war, since the war in Gaza started, then in Lebanon in September 23rd. There are open channels between Tehran and Washington that the confrontation should be by proxy, by the allies of Iran, especially Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, or the popular mobilization in Iraq, in addition to other sects in the Syrian arena that was kind of blurry in this war, and now it's in the settlement when we start to hear about the deportation of the Iranian leaders from Damascus. But this confrontation is not desired to be more expanded to lead to a great chaos in the Middle East and in the whole region. There was an agreement in 2015. Indeed, it's suspended. However, on the pager and wireless massacre last September, the Iranian president in Security Council discussed amicable relationships and friendly relationships with the United States and the readiness to open a new page of relations with the Western powers and the continuation of negotiations regarding the nuclear file. I think the response by targeting the Iranian establishments is excluded, even in the past few days when Iran stopped or suspended its flights. A few hours later, the civilian aviation continued its flights. So there is an agreement and coordination and control for all the operations taking place between Iran and Israel, because Iran, over the past 40 years, managed to guarantee its national and internal security, and in the first place, its nuclear file. The nuclear establishments will never be targeted by Israel, but of course they are using the other arena to serve its interests, and usually under the allegation of maintaining the rights of the Palestinian people or Syrian or Lebanese peoples. But in fact, Iran is using the arms and allies in order to achieve gains. And these arms always, especially in Lebanon and Hezbollah, will be the front line of Iran.
So we talked about the proxy wars going on and the fact that a war between Israel and Iran is not desirable, but it does look like increasingly there will be some kind of direct conflict between the two. The Israeli mini-cabinet has supposedly not reached a final agreement on the timing of a possible strike against Iran. If it is going to happen, when do you think it might happen?
I don't believe that this will happen, but I believe that there are indicators saying that there is an agreement that will come to the light, and this agreement will rearrange the whole region and draw the new map. We we have witnessed the visit of the Iranian Prime Minister to Lebanon. We all know that Israel prevented any Iranian to land in Beirut port. However, they allowed the head of the Iranian parliament to visit the Lebanese territories. A week before, the Iranian foreign minister Abbas Araghchi came to Lebanon, which means that there is a high-level coordination between Israel and Iran through the United States of America. This coordination will be, or might be, a beginning for the settlement, the expected settlement through which that Iran guarantee not losing Lebanon, and the United States guarantees also that Israel will not be further attacked by missiles from Hezbollah. That's why I believe that both Washington and Tehran agreed to settle the matter before further development.